What's happening, YouTube? Just did a pretty big water change. Everything in this tank's doing really good, so I figured I'd shoot an update of this tank and kind of let you on what I'm working with here in a few months. Like I said, this tank's doing pretty good. All my corals are doing pretty good. Some are growing more than others, but for the most part, everything actually is doing really good. Quick run through of the corals I have in this tank. This section right here, that's just kind of my weed corner, some fast growing paleys, Kenya tree, star polyps. Pretty much everything that you shouldn't put in your tank is right here in this corner, because this stuff is just out of control. I mean, look at those paleys, they're just everywhere. Kenya tree, those things make a mess. Branches break off and they just blow up throughout my tank, so once they attach to a rock, I just pluck them and then I throw them in this corner right here. But yeah, that's my junk corner. The only ones in there I really like are my gold malls, which actually do pretty good in this tank. This section right here is pretty much all my zoanthids. If you guys have followed me in the past, you know I was doing zoanthids. They were growing really good for me, and then, you know, combination of pest, alkalinity spikes, all that good stuff pretty much nearly wiped out all my zoanthids. They're coming back slowly. I still don't really know if any of them are really growing. I mean, there's a couple that are growing, but for the most part they're just kind of there, so not really sure what I'm going to be doing with zoanthids in the future. Kind of would like to get rid of all of these and then start over fresh, but we'll see. We'll give it some time. Maybe they'll start growing again. Just picked up some blastos today. I don't know if you can really see them back there. Pretty cool little coral. Been wanting them for a while. For some reason I just could never find them, but finally got them. See how they do. Let's see. My other little section over here, pretty much all my mushrooms. Picked up, if you can see them in the back there, some bullseye mushrooms. I think those are pretty cool. Yeah, I really like mushrooms. They do pretty good for me. I'd like to get in some higher end ones, like got the Yuma right there. Be cool to get some higher end mushrooms. Pretty much all my nicer paleys, those Sunkiss, yeah, that's what they're called, Sunkiss. Those are actually the coral that's doing the best for me, so that's cool, pretty cool. Pallium doing good. SPS, starting to get back into that, and I'll talk more about that in a second, but that's what I got for SPS right now. That green one, I think it's a Pillowpora. I was moving it around and piece broke off, which actually worked out pretty well for me. Just glued it to a rock and doing pretty good. But yeah, that's my SPS, which I will be moving to this tank. See, it's half full. This was my goldfish tank. It's warming up. Moved to goldfish. Just picked up some rock today. Actually, obviously leave that light off right now. I'm just kind of curing the rock. Got a pump and a heater back there. A little bit of salt water. Like I said, I leave the light off. Give it a couple months and should be starting that up pretty soon. And what I plan on doing with this is this will be my SPS tank. So this will pretty much all be just SPS in this tank. Real reason why I set it up is there's quite a few fish that I really want. So I needed another tank because they're not compatible with the fish that I have in my other tank. So pretty much just set this up for the fish that I want. But pretty excited to get that going in the next couple months. So stay tuned. Later.